Alright gang, we've gone ahead and done the tutorial. This would be the next video. The idea is that these things right here, these gray boxes, have been locked if you hit Command 2 to lock them. So if I rubber band over this right here, and I use the free transform tool, and I'll hover over this area, and I hold down Shift while I rotate it, and let go, it's perfect, it's ready to go. Now what would go on the back or the inside of the card is totally your call. Something I like to do is imagine that this is a double-sided card. You could turn all these layers off, leave that layer on, turn all that stuff off, and then you could use the create a new layer. And this could be like the inside of the card, and you could just print the inside. So if we had, that's on the front, and this is the inside, this would be like the word front, or inside, top would be, you'd have that, and that would be something like right here, so you get an idea. Inside, top. Okay, so anyway, how do you create a clipping mask? I'm going to go ahead and grab this shape here. Since I have turned everything off, I'm going to hold down Option. I'm going to drag that down here. Now, on the new layer, I can turn that off, and I can grab that whole shape, pull it right here. And when they open the card, I want them to see a picture of special whoever. In this case, I'm going to put a picture of my cat. So I'm going to grab this one right here. I've rotated it back just for meantime. I'm going to go File. I'm going to go to Place. And on my desktop, I have V-Day photos. Here's one of Gordon, my cat. And if you don't like cats, that's okay. I don't really care, I do. Go to, let's see, I'm going to select it, hit Command left square bracket. That's going to push this in front. Select that. And let's see, grab that, hold down Shift and grab the, so again, I am grabbing just the front with the white arrow tool, holding down Shift and grabbing the image. And if I say Make Clipping Mask, it says, cannot do this because it is not, the group is not in the whole area or something like that. Okay, so let's do this. Let's ungroup this real quick. Object, ungroup. So let's go grab the white arrow, hold down Shift, grab that one, make clipping mask, boom. There's Gordon, and it looks good. I might even take this, since this is a new one, I might even drop that to like a little bit of a drop shadow there on that one. So maybe I click that, say OK, boom. Or maybe I click on that back one, drop the opacity just a little, so it just looks like it's kind of just floating there. Cool. Now I can, if I don't like where it's placed, I placed mine perfectly, but I guess that looks good there. I can double click and move it within the frame. That's kind of cool. And now I can click back away and hold down Shift and select both those things and rotate them back. Now, for right now, I might also want to just say, since, let's see, maybe I'll use like a rounded rectangle. Okay, I'm going to put some type on that. Maybe I just want type to go right on top of it. So now if I get the type on path tool, and I type in Happy Valentine's Day, V-A-L-I-E-N, Valentine's Day, Julia, exclamation. And then I can center that right there. I triple click on it, grab the white arrow tool, pull that right there, and there I can click here and get at a font that looks kind of cool. Nothing says Valentine's Day like your Wife's favorite cat. Okay. Now I'm going to come over here, get a nice little pink or something, and position that right there. Looks good. So I got that on Arch. I can triple click on this. This is kind of cool. Command Shift right square bracket and stretch it out just a little bit. There it goes. Grab these little white handles. You see these little handles here? Right here? This help you move it to where you want it. That looks good. Cool. And now I'm going to grab, now I can hit Command Shift. If you're done editing and you know you're done editing, hit Command Shift O. But if you're not, don't do that. It's going to really kill you. One thing I can do here is pull that up just a little. Pull it out. I don't always recommend doing that, but for this it's okay. Command minus. I think that needs a little bit of a stroke. It's a little heavy. So I'm going to give it a little bit of a white. Not like that. Double click on the stroke color, change it to white. Let's see how that looks. It's a little too thin. So let's go at 0.25. Boom. Alright. I can rubber band over all that, rotate it back to where it needs to be. And then you can also come down here, write some kind of inspirational thing about life. If you see your text does this and it looks all weird, just go to your character panel. No problem. And I'm just going to bump this up. Alright. And you can put place a long, pretty message here. You can like do that and rotate that. Nope. Remember, you gotta, when you're done, use your transform tool and then rotate it. It won't rotate with any other tool. And place it right there. You can even decorate the card. That'd be kind of cool. So this would be the inside, and maybe I call this inside. So I turn that off. Then I can turn everything else on. Oh, remember, in there I'm good. Maybe if I want something to go on the back, I can too. All right, so that's it. Signing off.